up all? Thanks for stopping into mobytrails.com. I just wanted to show you a little workspace here today. I really wanted to do this out at camp, but camp's pretty much closed down for the season. So I got a sunny day. It's looking pretty nice out, so I just want to cover something for barter or storage. And that's how to make your own cigarettes for like 4 cents a cigarette, which makes it 90% cheaper than buying them by the pack or by the carton. I wanted to do this off grid, no power. That's why I wanted to do it out at camp. But I'm going to use an emergency jump starter, little 4-in-1 Centec power station, a little Best Tech 300 watt power inverter, DC, and then an electric Powermatic 2 automatic cigarette roller. Now if you really wanted to do this off grid with no power, you can get a hand crank cigarette roller, and then you don't need any of the other stuff. So I'm going to hook all this up and show you how this works. Alright, you got your 900 watt or 900 amp peak emergency jump starter. Works great. I've actually started my car with it. It's on the back. Comes with a cord to plug it into the wall to recharge it, or just plug the extension cord into it to recharge it. It's got a little air pressure, air filling system, a little pressure gauge, on and off switch for the air compressor. It's got a little work light on it that also strobes for emergencies. It's got a USB port to recharge your devices, phones, iPads, etc. And it's got 2 DC 12 volt outputs. I use these all the time to run a small AC/DC DVD player. But in this case, it runs a Best Tech 300 watt inverter. 2 ports, it's got USB ports on it. You just plug this in to the jumper, turn this on, and then plug in. You've got your Powermatic 2 cigarette roller. Oops, it's not plugged in. Plug that in. And there's your cigarette roller. Alright, so once you've got your power established, or you use a hand crank, now obviously this can just plug into the wall inside the house and you can sit on the couch and watch TV while you roll cigarettes if you want. But I'm looking to do this for barter, and I wanted to be able to do it off grid. So I mean, if you really want to be, old school, you could get a hand crank cigarette roller and you don't need any power at all. You could use a solar generator. If you've got some solar panels for it, you could use a gas generator, although I think the gas would be a waste. Or you can get a hand crank. I don't have any affiliation, no links, no sponsorship from any of this stuff. However, I might someday, and if I do, I'll put the affiliate links in the description. I bought this Powermatic through an affiliate link from the guy that showed me how to do this, that I appreciate and I think is a good idea. So I purchased one. They're about 70 bucks ish on Amazon. You're going to need your tobacco, just a standard 16-ounce bag of your flavor. This rolls 2 of these cartons. There's 250 in a carton, so it's actually 12.5 packs based on a regular carton. Your tobacco costs about $13 a bag, and your tubes cost about $6-ish a box, and you can buy them as little as 1 or 2 boxes and get them for that. But that makes like a 3-cent tube. If you buy more of these, they're cheaper. You get them by, a 5-pack of them or a 10-pack. You can get them by the case, and there's 40 boxes in a case. It runs around 130 bucks, but it's 1 cent a tube then. It's 1 penny a tube. It's like 1.4 cents a tube or something like that. So with the tubes, a penny a tube, you can roll 2 of these with 1 bag of $13 tobacco. So it comes out, it averages out to about 4 cents a cigarette, which is 80 cents for a pack of cigarettes. And I think smokes these days, I don't know, I haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in forever, but I think they run around 8 to 10 bucks for a pack of cigarettes. So 8 bucks, you're saving 90%. 8 bucks a pack or 80 cents a pack. That's 50 cents a cigarette in an $8 pack. This is 4 cents a cigarette if you roll your own. Now there's a couple tricks to rolling. Your machine will jam up or can jam up, and I'll show you how to fix that. And then I usually kind of pack the cigarette a little tiny bit, tuck the ends over, and then tap it down a little bit. And then that keeps the ashes, or it keeps the tobacco from like falling out of the cigarette when it's in your box in storage. So then you roll your cigarettes, put them in another box. When you roll the carton out and you put it in your new one, then you shrink wrap this carton, and I'll show you later how to shrink wrap. Okay, a couple of the things I really want to show you is how to free this up if you get a jam. When you put your tobacco in it, you don't cram it down in the little channel. You just kind of ensure by touch that the tobacco is in fact in the little channel. That's all the more packed you want it. Put on your tube and you kick it on. Finish it, round it off a little bit, tap it down a little bit, put it in your box. Now I'm going to show you, if you pack this down, and I mean really kind of cram it in there, it will jam. When you get near the bottom of your tobacco bag, it gets finer and finer shavings, and that packs easier and easier. So we're going to put a cigarette tube on it and see if it jams. It did not jam. So I'm going to show you how to clear a jam here and what it does. It kicks a little red light on. Let's get some more tobacco here. I'm really going to cram this in. I don't recommend you do this. Don't do this. But if you happen to get it too packed and it jams on you, it comes with a little tool. That'll jam. Okay, see, it jammed, it kicked back in. The little red light came on. So you remove the cigarette that didn't work. And you get 3 little tools with this. You get a little broom brush, kind of keep it cleaned up, which I don't really use this that much. You get a little pipe cleaner style brush, and you get a little ramrod. This thing is a lifesaver, the little ramrod, because then you push it in the chamber that you attach the cigarette tube to, and it pushes it back inside. Clear your chamber out a little bit. Could just tip this over. Now see, there's the little chamber in here. I don't know how well you're really going to be able to see that. And then you just continue to kind of scrape out your little chamber. Once it's sufficiently scraped out, give it a final clear. And then if you want to use your little pipe cleaner, you can slide that in and clean the collar out. But the main thing is the little chamber. This part right here, when you push the handle down, it pushes a little panel in, a little bar in that has a curve. It's a concave bar, and that's what rounds your cigarette. And then along the other side is the little sled thing with like little grippies on it. So it automatically squishes your tobacco into a circle and then inserts it into your tube. So if you pack it too much, it'll jam. If it jams, just use your little ramrod, clear your channel, clean it out with the pipe cleaner if you want, and then move on. The little collar thing is just so you can kind of pack, or not pack, you can stack up your tobacco a little better and it doesn't fall around. Sometimes if it's windy, you're going to have a challenge. So again, you just use your fingertip to ensure that chamber is full. You're not packing it, you're just ensuring that it is full, that there's tobacco in there. Get your power, got your cigarette. And you don't have to, but I always kind of finish it, tap it in a little bit with the squishy side of a click pen. I just think they work nice. It's kind of a self-torquing or self-pressure. Then you kind of fold the tips in. Yeah, it takes a little longer if you do it this way, I suppose, but if you're doing it for storage, it doesn't matter. Once you get your entire carton rolled up, you just shrink wrap it and then you set it aside for barter. You know, if you're a smoker, I suggest you stop. If you're not a smoker, I suggest you never start. I do not encourage smoking. I'm not selling this. I don't have any affiliate links at this point. Like I mentioned, if I do end up getting affiliate points, I probably will get affiliate points links, and when I do, I will list it. At this point, I don't. I forgot what I was saying, so we'll edit that part out. Finish it, fold it over, tap it down. I'm not encouraging smoking by showing you how to do this. I'm giving you an idea of products to store for possible barter in the future. I think cigarettes will be a good barter item. I think alcohol will be a good barter item. Obviously, food and water are going to be a barter item. So hey, you know, I've got a carton of cigarettes for whatever, 2 cartons of eggs. Monetarily, that doesn't make sense. A carton of cigarettes, what's a carton of cigarettes cost these days? Somewhere around 80 bucks probably. If they're 8 bucks a pack, 60 to 80 bucks for a carton of cigarettes. And that's 10 packs, that's 200 cigarettes. One of these gives you 250, so that's 12 and a half packs. So let's just say 80 bucks. That's 80 bucks worth of barter. How many eggs can you get for 80 bucks? I don't know if any farmer will want to give you truly $80 worth of eggs. That'd be like 80 cartons of eggs. Where are you going to store those? Alcohol can be used to clean wounds and cook with and make tinctures out of. So alcohol is going to be a big thing. Potential medicine and first aid items would be a good thing. So anyway, as you've seen, I'm just ensuring that this little chamber is filled. I'm not really packing it in. Finish your end. takes a couple hours at least to fill up one of these cartons of cigarettes, so you know you're gonna have time invested. But again, like I say, if you're sitting out at camp, you've collected your woods, you've got getting the fire ready to cook food, whatever, and you're sitting around with some time on your hands, this is something you could do with very little preparation. All you got to have is some kind of roller, and I think you can get the hand crank ones for 20 to 40 bucks. I'd probably spend a couple extra dollars hoping to get one a little nicer. I haven't tested any of the hand cranks, so I don't know. I like this Powermatic, this electric one. This one's pretty nice. I've seen generic versions of it on Amazon, and I think they're somewhere around 50 bucks if I remember right. But I've had this Powermatic 2 for probably over a year now, and I haven't had a single problem with it, other than an occasional jam. It's because I'm packing it too tight, or like I said, when you get to the bottom of your tobacco bag, it gets finer and finer, so that chamber just by default gets more easily packed too tight for a cigarette once it gets really fine like this stuff. So I try to work this back into the bag occasionally. So I'm not going to bore you with with rolling up a whole carton of these cigarettes. I just wanted to give you a couple pointers on how easily it can be done. You can do it off the dashboard in your van if you really wanted to. You know, you could plug this inverter into your dashboard and then plug your Powermatic into the inverter, or like I said, you can get a hand crank one. Okay, once you get your all your cigarettes rolled up, you've got your carton of 250. You get your vacuum sealer together. I just got a standard food saver. You can buy these separately. I think it's like 25 feet if I remember right, and it's just a sleeve. Open on both ends. You got 10 inches seal to seal, and then you can cut it to length. I know these cartons of 250 work out to about 14 inches. So I'm going to mark 14 inches on this and cut it. So it's right about here. And it's important to get your measurement right in the first place, because now you got to seal one end of it. Just seal it. So make sure it's in your little compartment here. Actually, this end doesn't need to go in this compartment. My bad. Close it. And then just hit seal. It heats up and it melts this end. So you're going to be closed on one end. Takes 10-15 seconds. The light will go off. There we go. And then you push on the little buttons, and we got a sealed edge. So now you take your carton and you slide it in, and then you kind of got to fold the bag up to get as much air out of it as possible. Otherwise it just takes forever to suck all the air out of it and seal it up. So I kind of like to get the bag shaped to where it's going to be. And then you put that edge in. And this is where you have to pay attention that your exposed end, your open end, fits in this little compartment here. Because that's where it sucks all the oxygen out of the bag. Make sure it's as straight as you can get it. Okay. Make sure you get both ends clipped, and then you hit vacuum and seal. And then this will suck all the air out. And it's going to take a few minutes, so I'll probably just time lapse this part. it will stop when it's done sealing. When it's sucked all the air out, it can. It will stop by itself, but again, that takes a really long time. And I don't usually let it go that long just because these edges never really quite close. And I don't want to crush the box or anything. I just want most of the oxygen sucked out of it so it seals up, and then you can store them. Kind of fit it to the box as it's sealing. So you let this go for a couple minutes. I don't know what's it been, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and it'll get pretty snug. And in order to stop it and seal it, you just hit seal. It will stop by itself and seal depending on what you're sealing, but this is going to take forever to suck all the air out of it and actually seal by itself. So I don't let it really go that long. Just make sure all your little air pockets are as gone, are gone as good as you can make it. And then hit seal. Your red light will come on, it'll stop sucking, your red light will come on. Again, 10-15 seconds. And boom, you're done. Light went off. Unlock your edges. And then there's your seal. Here's a little wrinkle right here. I don't think that's going to affect storage. It does look like it's sealed through. And that's why you want to get the edge of it as parallel or as even as you can when you tuck it into your little vacuum port. Because if there's a weak spot on this now, it's going to be that. But then once we get that done, then label it. Finish folding it up. Label it with your date. And then drop it into storage. So thanks for stopping into MobyTrails.com. Again, I don't have any affiliate links with any of this. If I end up getting any, I'll put the links in the description. Channel's not monetized. It's kind of moot. I don't have enough subscribers. So MobyTrails.com is actually the vlog of my handcrafted acrylic pens store, danbarpens.com. Go to danbarpens.com. Great place to find gifts. I custom make all my acrylic pens. I handmade this. I pour my own acrylic. I can make whatever color pen you want. I have a whole bunch of different models and characters. I can print out little labels for clear acrylic pens so you can have whatever picture of your kids, grandkids, or whatever on a pen. I do some engraving. I do some woodcraft. Go check out danbarpens.com. And if you find something you like, or if you see something that I can make, contact me. I'd be happy to fulfill any kind of custom orders that I'm capable of. And then if you want to check out kind of what I'm doing on the side or in the meantime, MobyTrails.com is the vlog on danbarpens.com. So if you like this channel, or if any of this info is useful, or you feel like participating in the community or anything like that, check us out, drop us a line, and follow us along on our adventure. MobyTrails.com, danbarpens.com. I wish everybody the best. Take care. See ya.